Guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution Tarot, and I'm here today to bring you a monthly message for the sign of Sagittarius. So keep in mind it's general, take what you feel resonates for you, disregard the rest. Go about your day and know that no matter what messages come through today, it's still up to you. Your active free will, the choices you make, and the steps you take in your world to get whatever fulfillment it is you'd like to see. To me, that's personal freedom, it's personal power. And my friends, it's something that only you have because it lies at the tips of your fingers and the soles of your feet, so use that power wisely. For all my subscribers as well, I love you, love you, love you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being here. You guys mean the world to me. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. If you feel like this resonates and you'd like to see more, please hit subscribe. Join the journey with me. I'd love to have you along this ride. So before I get into the cards today, I'm just going to take a moment to call in my team of light, Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, as well as any of your spirit guides that would be here for the highest good of the entire collective. I ask them to join us now to guide, guard, bless, and protect myself, this reading, and any of you who would ask for it, to use me as the clearest channel possible, delivering messages that are for the farthest reaching, but only for the highest good of the entire collective. No second-rate messages here today, my friends. So I'm going to start off first with a message from the, what is it? I'll show you. It's the Archangel Animal cards. Okay, so we're going to get a little spiritual advice first going forward. What Spirit would like you to know for this month. Ooh, I saw the Kingfisher. It did flip back over, but I'm going to take it because it showed itself to me. This says be patient and focused. Sometimes your goals may feel like they're slower or they're coming in slower than you may want. But what I'm hearing is if you go too quickly, you're going to miss this fish, right? This needs to be done calculated. And I also heard there is skill involved in this. So be focused on, I heard, maintaining your skill. And for some of you as well, this is working out, okay? For some of you, if you're on a fitness journey or if you're, working out, this is to stay focused on your goals. What are your goals, okay? So I'm being guided to tell you with this in terms of if it is something like a weight loss journey or a fitness journey and, you have been working at this for a while and you may not be seeing the results that you want to see, Spirit here is saying, and it could be a lot of different things, but this is the example I'm being given. Spirit saying, be patient and be focused and be driven towards your goals because over time this is going to add up. There may be things to look at. For example, like, okay, so if we're working out and we're eating, or are we eating properly, right? Is there something that we're eating too much of? I think is important as well because this is focus on what we're doing. But with that focus as well, I think it's important not to be super critical, but to have an analyzing mind to look at this and say, well, I know that I'm not losing weight. However, even though I'm working out, I'm feeling a whole lot better. For some of this could be too that I know I'm not losing weight, but I'm eating whatever I want and maintaining. So stay focused, but also remember if your goals aren't coming into fruition as fast as you would like, this is also honing in on a skill. So for some of us, what I'm hearing as well is for some of us, our bodies don't want us to lose that. They're like, hey, that's part of me. So if you may lose weight and then it's like, hey, you're hungry, right? Want to eat something? This is, again, is focus on your goals and not to listen to that little devil on the shoulder. Just give it a flick aside. Now, what they're telling me is the Nike thing, just do it. I guess before, I understood it, right? I know what they're going at. But when you engage in your own fitness journey, right, there's going to be days you're not motivated. And it may not even be the fitness journey that you're not motivated on. It could be a lot of different things, right? And every day we need to find the motivation because here's this thing again with fitness as well as once you stop doing it, depending on how long your muscles, they're healing, right? And it takes a while to get back into it. I feel like this is something that, there may be some place where you want to give up because things seem too challenging or they seem too much work. And Spirit's like, don't do that. Just stay focused. And for some of you, this is one small thing at a time. So I'm going to, the bottom of the deck, grab the bottom of the deck, says, it's the goat, says, act from your innate wisdom. And this is Archangel Perlamech and Pan, God of Nature. And this is Archangel Raphael. Well, I always think about clear vision with the Kingfisher too, and definitely skill at getting what he's looking for or what he wants. So let's get one more message here, please. Can you clarify this goat and the Kingfisher? Okay, so a lot came out with this, and I'm going to take it. You have the pig here, which says maintain self-worth and self-esteem. No matter what, you're worthy, my friends. No matter what journey you're on or where you are in your journey. And I'll bring it back to weight loss again, because I feel like that's something that a lot of people can really relate to. But again, it could be a lot of different things that your goals are and that you need to be patient with. For some of you, it's school, right? For some of you, I heard it's making friends. And if it is about making friends, and it could be school, what I'm hearing is quality over quantity. So for some of you, this is really making sure that you're focused and that we're not allowing people in our worlds that put us down, that peer pressure us into doing something that we don't feel comfortable doing, and that we're not doing things just to fit in. Okay? Because your true authentic self, that beautiful person that you are, it is absolutely worthy, and we want to have love for ourselves. So there could be a lot of places where you're waiting for something to happen. Focus on building yourself up right now. The parrot says, listen intently to understand. I think a lot too, this is listening to that inner wisdom and acting on it. So if your inner wisdom says, this group of people that I'm hanging out with, you know, they don't really align with my personal goals, and, you know, they don't really reflect my personality, and I feel pressured to do things that I don't feel comfortable with around these people. This is a real place to go, you know what, my inner wisdom knows that this isn't my fit. I think it's important to listen to that, to act on that. This also, to me, involves active listening. So often, and I'm definitely one of those that could use this reminder. Sometimes we just want to talk, right? We're talking to be part of the conversation, but we're not really listening to hear what is being said and understanding in everything that they're trying to say. So I heard read between the lines as well. You have bear here with the power of wisdom, and this card is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I feel like this card with this bear, this is your own inner wisdom. This is that bear within ourselves. For myself as well, I really strongly resonate with bear as a spirit guide. You guys might as well. You may really resonate with pig as well, or with the goat. But this bear is using your power with wisdom. Much like this says, act within your innate wisdom. This means that we're not just going to flex our muscle and be like, yo, I'm all powerful, I can do whatever I want. This is using your mind and using your wisdom to move forward, to go, well, I could spend, so we could think about money or time or energy, some kind of commodity, that we could spend all of it on something. So for example, I'm going to use Fortnite, okay, if any of you guys play it or if any of your kids play it. So for example, you could give your kids some, you know, Xbox money, okay, let's say. And you're like, well, don't spend it all in one place. And the next thing you know, they've got like all the emotes in Fortnite, all these guys, and they're really, really proud of themselves because they've just spent all their money, right? I think that this was where I'm losing track of what I was saying here. But I think it's going to be really important that we know that wisdom would tell us to be careful where we're spending our money. Stay balanced and in your essence with Panda, and this is very loving and this is very kind, and when I hear it is peaceful as well. With the panda being black and white, to me this does represent that yin-yang energy, as well as that panda, the connection at the heart. It's the same here with this bear. The bear reminds me too, with this use your power with wisdom. The bear is reminding me of you standing your ground and really being a force. And you're a force to be reckoned with. Because before I'm going to get into these, but with this pig, what I've seen is, and especially if you resonated with like a peer group of people, could be coworkers as well, really trying to sway you to their side or sway you to their opinion. And you could have also people who have given you epithets or put downs because you're not easily swayed. This is where it's really important to maintain that positive outlook on your life, to know that you are absolutely worthy of your opinions and that you matter, you add value to this world. And the people around you that are making you feel like you only add value if you act in a certain way, those are the places where I think Spirit's really wanting you with this read between the lines, with this listen to understand, listens to what's being said. For some of you, you may have someone around you who's a little bit overcritical, right? When we're listening to understand, they could be spouting off all kinds of we're not good enough and you're not good enough and blah, blah, blah on you. Listening to understand is going, that's not about me. That's their projections. And I think that this is really important as well with this be focused and patient. I heard like if there are people around you who are acting like that, that behavior will be noticed. That behavior will have to face judgment. And those people, I think what I heard, and I'm hoping for your sake, is they won't have a place at your table. It may be that, you can talk this out and work things out with the people or the group of people that you're working with and, come to some sort of peaceful resolution and understanding. You have dog here. Be disciplined in your home and community life. As well as the last card that came out was elephant. Open yourself up to true abundance. And this is Archangel Mary and Archangel Raphael. We have Mary, Jovial, and Sandolphin as well with the panda. Archangel Mary, Gabriel, and Uriel with the pig. Opening yourself to true abundance with this elephant as well. I'm going to grab a message from the book and see what it has to say. So the guidance from this card reminds you to keep your frequency high by having more fun, playing, and being joyful. Whether you are male or female, practice divine feminine qualities within every area of your life to ensure you have a strong and stable foundation for your spiritual life. Sit quietly and breathe into your third eye, right about here. Tuning into the Elephant Kingdom and Archangel Raphael, the awesome Emerald Angel of Healing and Abundance. Then link into Jupiter and its ascended aspect, Junbei, to call in its perfect health and cosmic abundance to bathe your consciousness. Feel this energy permeate your cells and know the energy supports your divine perfection and heart's desire. Then send out a stream of light to help build the crystalline web of light around our planet. For some of you as well, I heard, like, especially if you identify with more like a light worker, you have a pretty prominent place in this community. For some of you, I heard, what are you talking about? I like to stay on my own. I'm a shut in. You still have community. Even if you're not venturing out into that community, it's important that you play that part. Especially those of us who do resonate as the light worker. It's important for us to keep our vibrations high, to do what we believe is right, and to share our light with the world. For some of you, honestly, and this is what I'm picking up on, is that one of the things that you may be doing, like it says, being disciplined in your home. This could be your workout stuff again, that just do it thing, like I was saying with Nike. Not all of us are going to be motivated, but man, just get your shoes on, get your sports bra on. I take Energize. It is a performance enhancer that gets you ready to go. If you have that, or if you do that, do that. If you don't, just hit play. Just go outside for the walk. Go outside for your run, because you know you're going to feel better for it. And many of you, what I heard with is for some of you, you may actually get a lot of spiritual or prophetic knowledge while you are working out, while you're moving your body. Downloads as well could be happening. I know yesterday I hadn't really sweat in a while, and I'm not sure how many of you watched the message from Spirit I posted, but my grandmother passed away a week ago, and I used a lot of excuses. I was heartbroken and used the excuses of that to kind of fall off this journey for a week. And I ate things that made me feel like crap. My body and muscles hurt, and I was tired all over again. And, you know, that's where yesterday I was like, oh, it's going to be hard to get back into this. That was that mentality of just do it. Just pick up your shoes and put them on. Because once you start moving, you know, you're going to be in that zone. What I'm also hearing is advice from a coach from years ago who talked about, you know, if you don't want to do it, fine, hit play. 10 minutes. If after 10 minutes you still don't want to do it, fine. You did it. It wasn't today. Turn it off. But usually after that 10 minutes, you're warmed up, you're ready to go. So for some of you, I heard performance anxiety as well. You may be kind of having a little performance anxiety. You have snake, live according to your divine essence. And I think that's really important here. If you are having performance anxiety for something that you're doing, remember that what you're doing is so important right now. Especially calling on, and it's again calling on light workers. Use that wisdom that you hold within you to help her to permeate the earth. We want this light. This light's contagious, right? This light can move through darkness, illuminate the past is what I heard as well. And for some of you guys, this wisdom stuff keeps coming back up because this is to use those past experiences, to use the past failures, to use the past heartbreaks, to use that self-sabotage and create something grand with it. Because if we can see these places where we sabotaged ourselves, or if we can see these places where, you know, we've went through heartbreak and we could have avoided it, right? All of this stuff is building our wisdom repertoire. So living in your divine essence and acting, I heard act a fool, but maybe that's what you need to do, because this one over here is saying we need to bring some more joy back. We need to bring some more laughter and some more light, because as light workers, if we're constantly moving and working our light in the dark, we may feel a little bit dim. We need things that are going to charge up our soul too. So before I move into tarot, I actually did bring in Archangel Raphael, the healing cards by Doreen Virtue. And I do want to pull one card. So these fell out and I'm going to take them. They fell right off the bottom. Massage. So what are some things that can brighten your shine? Get a massage. This could be from another person, like a professional, a loved one, or a caregiver, or if you don't have anyone around you to give you the massage, rub yourself. You know, I think that human contact is also really important, and it says not only about that, but that you deserve self-care treatment. You deserve things that are going to make you feel better. And if you resonated with that Nike part of just do it, of just get your shoes on, if you're training, if you're doing something where you are, you know, even working out and you're sore and you feel like that soreness is what's stopping you from moving forward the next day, book yourself a massage. Have an Epsom salt bath. Take a magnesium. Get a good night's sleep. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for helping me relax and sleep deeply, for I know that you are guiding, healing, and protecting me while I rest. And the last card out here was Unconditional Joy. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for helping me appreciate everything that makes me happy right now. That's where your focus needs to be on, my friends, is what is making you happy? Are you living in your truth? So I think it's important as well. They're tying in this good night's sleep to wisdom. Sometimes, and I know myself too, if I don't get enough sleep, I am one grumpy bear. grumpy bear, and I'm trying not to be, but especially if the sleep deprivation has gone on for quite a while, sleep's really important. And a lot of times we put it off because there's a TV show that we want to watch. I know last night I liked this show called Thousand Pound Friends on TLC, and I was watching it last night, and it's not on till 10 o'clock, which means I had to stay up till 11, and 10:30 is my sweet spot. If I get to bed at 10:30, I feel like I'm really relaxed and refreshed the next morning. Later than 10:30, that starts to go on the decline. So I'm feeling like it's just really important for you guys to take care of your physical body so that the light can shine out how it's supposed to. And really appreciating when you find things that touch your soul to bring joy to your world. This could be your family, your friends, your children, your pets. This could be, the smell of flowers. This could be a walk. Taking a walk and really smelling the air, seeing the birds, those things, they bring me joy. In the mornings, when it's nice out like this, I like to get out for a walk and just connect to nature. This is where we want to focus on that no matter what is happening around us, no matter what is actually happening in our world, we are always worthy of experiencing joy. It's one of the things in this world, on this earth plane, that's here to brighten our days. That's the sweet spot, is to be able to enjoy joy and know that we're worthy of it unconditionally. So I'm going to grab some messages from the tarot. I feel like that was really important, though, that, stay focused and be kind is what I'm hearing. Still focused and be kind and patient. So the Two of Cups flew out. And this is the Cat Tarot. I love this deck. For some of you, this may be really leaning on loved ones. You have the Hangman that came out there too. For some of you guys, when I was talking about groups that you were affiliated with and feeling peer pressured, for some of you, I feel like that could be within a romantic relationship, and this is using your own internal knowledge and internal discretion to say, there definitely has to be a choice made, and it has to be in love. This could be how we express ourselves, how much we allow ourselves to feel this love. Because sometimes people build up walls, right? We want to be in love. We want to have these wonderful relationships. But when we get in them, there's something within the core that's blocking it because no, you will not hurt me again. I feel like with this as well, this is a really big place for us to choose consciously. That when we feel people are good for us, and if they bring us joy and they bring us love and we love them, we want to choose with them to stay in this unconditional joy. I do find it interesting in this card, both cats have blue eyes, which is rare, right? You rarely see a cat with blue eyes unless they're Siamese, or if there's another breed with blue eyes, let me know. I love cats. I'd love to hear about it, but I think this is truth. Never noticed this part before, okay? But this is truth. This is sharing resources, acting with love, and there's so much love here that they're twirling their tails together, because I feel like for this love is unending. Let's clarify the Hangman a little bit, please, Spirit. What does this Hangman have to say? Why is it here with the Two of Cups? Thank you. So you have the World and the Emperor. For some of you, you could have an Aries around you, but I think that there's a lot of changes coming to pass at this point. I think there's a lot of changes happening around you. This could be someone else around you kind of looking in, or an authoritarian figure. This could be a masculine energy as well, regardless of whether, this could be you, this could be someone else, regardless of whether what your physical sex identity is. And I don't want to say gender in terms of this. You could, how you gender yourself, regardless of gender, sure, right? Regardless of how you identify yourself. But I think, and I'm going off into a tangent here, but I do believe it's important that Sex is what's between your legs. Gender is how we do. Gender is what we portray ourselves as. So I identify as a feminine. However, I was such a masculine child. And it wasn't until later on, like early teens, that being girly really meant anything to me. So I think it's really important as well, and this could just be a side note for some of you, we can play around with our gender identity. We do not have to fit into certain molds. So for some of you guys, if that's resonating for you, you could even have a child, you could have a friend or family or whatnot around you that is non-binary. Okay, it's the words I'll use, or that I heard going through a change or something. And if that is the case as well, this is really where it's important to stick by this person and to love them no matter what, because the world is already hard enough without the people we love turning their backs on us. So I think that this Emperor, Spirit's asking me to grab the book. This Cat Tarot is really, really wonderful. But to me, I see new beginnings. I see new beginnings because this is a choice that we're making to move forward in our world with love, to move forward in our relationships with commitment and kind, caring nature and patience. Because I think as well, with this showing up here with this patience and this unconditional joy, when we lack patience, if we don't get enough sleep or whatnot, we may be a lot more likely to engage in some lower vibrational behaviors. And I think this is just with this Emperor as well. And this World card with the Hanged Man is going, you know what? I'm not going to entertain lower vibrational energies anymore. For some of you, you may be choosing, again, to cut ties with some, or choosing as well to stand up for yourself a little bit more in relationship. Emperor, worn with the right attitude, even a cone of shame can be a crown. The Emperor holds all the cards with absolute authority. After all, a cone can only prevent cats from biting themselves. Everyone else is fair game. But power must be used responsibly, and the card reminds us to exercise serious self-control. Master yourself and destiny will follow. And I think this is important as well when we're talking about if we want to maintain a higher vibration, we need to do these things that are going to help our physical body and our nervous system work with us together to maintain that high vibration. Because like I said, you guys know when you're really tired, some small thing may set you off, or you may be overly emotional because you're just exhausted. So try your best to get some sleep. Prioritize that. Prioritize joy, and know that you are absolutely worthy of taking care of yourself and being good to yourself. So exercising self-control, I think, is going to be a really important thing here. And I love that they talk about the cone. It can still be a crown. Can't bite myself, but Joe, I can still bite you. He's not going to bite anyone, though. But I think that this is also this place where we choose. All right, maybe I bit people before. Maybe we have places where we're looking back at times in our behavior and we say, you know what, I wasn't balanced. We say, okay. Instead of holding all this shame and guilt and resentment towards ourselves, we give ourselves grace. We let ourselves learn with wisdom. And again, this is this disciplined thing. Being very disciplined within community. So before I leave you, I'm going to grab one message from the Work Your Light Oracle as a parting message and advice moving forward with whatever changes are being made. So they're telling me this isn't, a lot of times the hangman becomes about control. And I think this is where it's important, because it's not about control, it's about discipline. Just a second, guys. I need to blow my nose and back. Thank you. So let's see what parting message we have. Some overall wisdom going forward. For anyone who's resonated for Sagittarius, please. We are in Aries season as well, so this could just be a timing thing as well, that right now we're in Aries season. Expect some major changes with love. It could be love that's bringing this joy in as well. It could be asking you as well to be patient, because you may be looking for suitors or looking for people to fill this void, to be with you romantically and until the right person comes along. What I heard is if you're with the wrong person, when the right person comes along, you may not actually notice them because you're too busy focusing your energy over here. So this is also being discerning with where our energy goes. See what this card is? Share your voice. You got something to say, my friends. Share it. Come out of the cave. Persecution and expression. So for some of you guys as well, with this self-worth and this pig and feeling like maybe you are different from the crowd that you hang out with, this is where, if there's been places where you have been persecuted, if there's people around you telling you you're not good enough or putting you down, it ends now. And it's a conscious choice on your end to end it now, I feel like, as well. Right? To say, I will no longer... I heard occupy space where I'm not valued. Will no longer allow people to persecute me for my belief systems. And I will no longer keep quiet. Will share my voice. I will roar. Will roar loud and proud and stay in balance while I do it. So that's the message I have. And I think that, again, using your power with wisdom and exercising some self-control here could help you greatly along the way. So, again, acting with your innate wisdom. You already hold the key. You already have the knowledge you seek, my friends. It's within you. Go within and find it. So that's the message I have. I love you all, and I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.